Welcome students. I'd like to talk to you a bit about your Memorisation et réponses assignment. To begin with, I'm giving you some audio. After that, I'm going to explain to you what the assignment is about. So you see right in front of you Texte C, also on page 18 of your book. However, it turns out that your book does not have an audio recording of this particular one, so I'm giving you that now. So please listen carefully. I'm going to give you how I like this to sound. Il y a un lecteur CD? Oui, voilà le lecteur CD de Vincent. Il y a des stylos? Oui, voilà les stylos de Daniel. Okay, one more time. Il y a un lecteur CD? Oui, voilà le lecteur CD de Vincent. Il y a des stylos? Oui, voilà les stylos de Daniel. One more time. Il y a un lecteur CD? Oui, voilà le lecteur CD de Vincent. Il y a des stylos? Oui, voilà les stylos de Daniel. One more time. Il y a un lecteur CD? Oui. Voilà le lecteur CD de Vincent. Il y a des stylos? Oui. Voilà les stylos de Daniel. Good. That is your example of your recording. Now I'm going to go to the beginning of this and tell you what we're doing here. So this is a Google Doc that I've made available to you that describes the assignment. I'd like to go through the various sections here. You're welcome to print this off. I'll also give you a copy in class. Here we are, assignment objectives. You see that I'm trying to equip you with some memorized words and phrases that you'll be able to use in conversations to then, in the words of the National Council of State Supervisors for Languages and the American Council on the Teaching of Foreign Languages, these are things that you can use to exchange information, ideas, and meet your own needs and address situations in conversations. I'm hoping to really encourage you to focus and spend as much time as you can on training your pronunciation and prosody. We'll talk about prosody maybe at a different time. Essentially, I'd like you to make yourself as comprehensible as you can to native speakers who listen to you. I'm looking to incentivize your practice and especially your memorizations, because as you can see, here we're talking about the novice mid-level, that's of language proficiency. This is our target level for the end of the semester. And as you can see in the can-do statements that we've talked about, for the novice mid-level, you see the repetition of this language here, using a mixture of practiced or memorized words, phrases, simple sentences, and questions. So at this level, memorization is really useful and important. Later, you'll be able to move on to, when you reach higher levels, you'll be able to form your own sentences more easily. But at this level, it's great to have as many memorized, ready-to-go words and phrases as you can that you can just sort of plug in and deploy as you need to in the course of a conversation. So that's the idea behind assigning this. If you're interested in further information, you can go to this link as well. Next, for your evaluation rubric, you're going to be evaluated on 4 major criteria. So your memorization, basically your pronunciation, how well you understand, and how well you express yourself. So these are descriptions of the grade level that you might get for each of these. So for example, at an A level of memorization, all but 1 or 2 words, names, or references are present in the text that I hear you recite, and that's great. Here for looking at pronunciation and prosody, for an A level, and this should be your target level, a native speaker unused to communicating with foreigners could probably understand everything you said. That's great. So here our standard is a native speaker unused to communicating with foreigners. So, for example, if you imagine maybe somebody who mainly only speaks one language, and if you've ever seen them interact with somebody who's learning English, and how well they were able to understand, how many times they had to repeat, that's sort of the standard here that I'm imagining. So you want to imagine a French-speaking person who's really not used to interacting with non-French-speaking people, or people whose first language is not French, rather. And then you want to try to make all your words understood to a person like that. Here your comprehension. So I'm going to speak relatively slowly and really articulate when I ask you your questions. and here with your A level. So if you understood all but 2 details, maybe you had to ask to repeat, that's okay, as long as you don't resort to English, and as long as it's not that I'm repeating and it's still not coming through. So it's okay to ask for clarification in French, but you want to stay out of English. And then just by contrast, suppose that that there was an issue. So here, if we look at the D level, here maybe the person had the student had a really difficult time understanding my questions, and maybe switched into English. So that's again, your target should be this. So it's okay if you don't get 100%, as I've said before. It's okay to miss a detail or 2. It's okay to ask for some clarification in French. All right. Now, expression orale. How well were you able to make yourself understood? And there, I'm reusing some of the descriptions about the native speaker who's not used to communicating with foreigners. So here is at your target level. A native speaker unused to communicating with foreigners could probably understand everything you said. That's really the target. That's great. Maybe if there was just a minor issue, a B level, a native speaker unused to communicating with foreigners might miss a few words, but this is a good effort nonetheless. So that is what I'm asking for. Now here with your memorization, you have your texts here from your textbook verbatim to memorize, and at the beginning of this recording, I recorded my pronunciation of that for you that you can imitate. Okay, and then the second part is going to be your responses to 2 questions. So that is my little introduction to your Memorisation et réponses assignment, and remember this first one is a bit of a practice run. You're going to get credit for doing it. I'd really like you to try to do your best, but you're not going to lose points if you try your best and make some mistakes. Best of luck, everybody, and I will see you soon. Merci. Merci beaucoup et à très bientôt. Au revoir.